Hello everyone, welcome to Anime Live, focusing on the darker, greasier corner of the anime universe. Anime Live aspires to entertain and educate those already engulfed in this anime culture, and those who are questioning whether anime is worth their time. I'm your host, Jesse Bombardier, bringing you something unique, engaging, and at times probably a little messed up. Let's sit back, discuss, and rage about our favorite art form. Welcome to Anime Live. Thank you everyone for joining us today on our first episode of Anime Live. Here we are trying to aspire to create something different. Most of the time on the internet you may see podcasts that are kind of more dedicated to the hardcore, live, breathe, and bleed anime fans, but here in Anime Live we're trying to create something unique and different. We're going to appeal to the masses. If you're a casual fan who's never seen an episode of anything, or if you are one of those diehard fans, here we are trying to help everyone and we're going to entertain and have a great time. My name is Jesse Bombardier and I'm joined here today by my special guest Nicole.
Hello.
And today we'll be focusing on two main topics, which will be the general format for every episode. So today we'll be going over kind of a general introduction about me and Nicole, and we will be talking about what is our favorite anime, and just about us in general. And then followed by that, after the break, we'll be going into a section called Let's Talk, where we'll be discussing a topic chosen by me, which we will go into great detail about, giving our opinions, going back and forth on such. So we'll get right into that eventually, and that topic will be revealed later on. So let's just start off by talking about our favorite animes. I'll go first, since I am the host and I am all powerful here.
Something about this country doesn't feel right. There's a shadow world beneath yours that's jam-packed with the impossible. This is what happens when you try to play God, or whatever you want to call it.
We learned our mistake the hard way.
The Philosopher's Stone. If you chase the stone, you will go through hell.
To think someone as young and as small as he is can be used as a human weapon. Honestly, sometimes I wish he would just keep this whole thing up.
You make it sound like it's easy. You can't turn back. All I can do is move forward. I refuse to let another person become a victim.
You humans think greed is just for money and power, but everyone wants something they don't have.
That kind of wanting is dangerous. This is what I got for wanting something unrealistic. You've got people you love waiting for you, don't you? So just make it back alive.
I believe in my brother and I believe in alchemy. I will not lose faith. I want to believe.
There are some lines you really shouldn't cross.
My first and favorite anime is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I first got into this art form because of all my friends were like really into it, and they were constantly talking about it, and I didn't really know what they were saying at all. I watched some of the kind of more cartoon-ish animes, you know, like the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, but like as I never really got into this culture, which is actually surprisingly more adult focused, more upper teen adult, which I'm noticing is the target audience. But anyway, So my first anime was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the reason why I decided to watch that is because I was listening to some of the music in like anime, because that was one of the topics my friends talked about a lot, and I absolutely love the music, and I'm just like, I'm gonna watch this just for the reason alone that I can listen to this opening every single time. And I started watching, I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is pretty good. And then around like episode 20 or so, I'm like, this is like really good. And then my brother is also like really into anime, so every single day I would go and talk to him and give him an update where I am in the show, and just like we would have conversations for like hours about this one show and how much I was enjoying this this art form, and just how great it is. So the more I got in, the more excited I got, the more astonished I was. I was shocked. I'm like, where has this been? I'm like, why is no one giving this a shot? This is so good. And this was only last year, so, which is one of the reasons why this podcast exists today. I really want to get this visual style known. It needs more credit, and it's really good. So Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was my first, and still is my favorite. That'd be my only downside. I feel like I started with the best, and now I can't go anywhere else but down. But yeah, just for the impact it had on me. It's about like two brothers who they lose their mother in the show, and then they use this kind of like magical science. I guess it's a science to try to bring her back, and by doing so, the brother is transformed into a suit of armor, and the other brother loses his arm and his leg. And yeah, and his leg. It's been a while. Thank you. So yeah, then they go on a journey to try to get their bodies back fully restored, but then they find out stuff that's going on that's government kind of issues. Stuff kind of escalates with that, and then these villains are introduced, and it's quite a journey. And I remember saying by the end of the anime, I'm like, this is completely different from what it started from. It evolves. It is just amazing, and the soundtrack still holds up. It is still my favorite soundtrack too, and that is my experience with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So Nicole, why don't you tell us about your favorite anime?
Approximately 11 a.m., a 32-year-old man was found stabbed to death in his apartment in the city of Yokohama, Kanagawa Prefecture.
Every element distinct and faster than has ever occurred in our recorded history.
Death Note? The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die.
Okay, we now have confirmation. The suspect has been found dead inside.
I killed them both. It won't be overlooked. No, wait. This is exactly what I've been thinking about lately. This world is rotting, and those who are making it rot deserve to die. So I'll do it. Using the Death Note, I'll change the world.
There have been 52 deaths that we're aware of.
We need to confirm that these are not coincidences. If that's the case, we'll have no choice but to bring in L.
Greetings to all of you at the ICPO.
Based on the fact that Kira's only killing criminals, I think it's safe to assume that he's driven by a very idealistic notion of justice. We're dealing with an individual who has a very childish concept of right and wrong.
Kira, I've got a good idea what you hope to achieve. However, what you're doing is evil.
You think I'm evil?
I am justice! I'm the god of a new world that everyone desires! All those who would oppose that god, they are truly evil!
Try to kill me!
What is truly evil is the power to kill people. No true happiness can be obtained like that. And any person who has come to possess this kind of power is cursed.
I'll show the world what happens when you try to cross me.
This is L. We are now aware of Kira's true identity.
Go on. Hurry to your death.
My favorite anime is Death Note.
Nice. Yeah. I introduced to you.
Well, kinda. You introduced anime to me, but then I recommended that we should watch Death Note together.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Oh, yeah. Your first anime is Spice and Wolf. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so tell us how much you like Death Note and your experience going into it and what you thought of it.
Well, I only ever seen Spice and Wolf before that, so I didn't know what it was gonna be like, because it's not a love story, like, at all.
Yeah, Spice and Wolf is really different, and that's a really weird anime to start with. I even said that.
I had to.
Yeah, well, like, you starting with Spice and Wolf maybe a little. You did it, though. It's great, so.
I got past it.
Yeah, and then you moved to Death Note. Spice and Wolf is, like, happy, and then Death Note's, like, really dark, and...
I feel like Death Note is more of, like, my show, though, because it's more of solving things. Like, I like cheesy romance things, too, but
yeah.
I really like solving things, so it was really good for mystery-wise.
Oh. Yeah, me and you, even after every episode, we would talk and just, like, what's happening? What do you think? What's going on?
Yeah, we couldn't just watch one.
Yeah, oh my god. We have late nights watching that. It's an addicting... It's an addicting show style.
I didn't expect that, though, in anime. Like, I binge watch all my series on Netflix, so I didn't expect that for anime.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had thought, too. Like, I wasn't even that much into TV in general, but I started watching anime, I'm like, yeah, we're watching, like, 10 episodes a night, and I'm like, this is going good. And the cliffhangers in anime, I don't know why, it's just, like, anime cliffhangers seem like on a whole nother level.
I didn't know what to expect, like how they were going to tie you in, because like it's just drawings technically.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how are they gonna do like facial expressions and everything? How are they gonna make it dramatic? But yeah, that surprised me.
Yeah, and with like facial expressions and stuff like that, since it's all animated, they've used that, and like there's definitely a certain element of like charm to it. Yeah. Would you say? Like, you can see like like Ryuk, the demon character in Death Note, like his fascination with like apples and like
his laugh.
Oh yeah, his laugh too. It's really good. So can you give us like a little mini review of Death Note? What you think of it? How you compare it to some of your favorite shows of all time?
Yeah, Death Note was really good, especially for the first season. And then some things happened, which I won't spoil. But then it kind of went down a little bit, not too much, but
yeah, the second half is definitely not as good.
But I still enjoyed it, and I like how it ended. That's one thing I will say.
Oh yeah, yeah, the ending was really good. I'd agree for sure.
Isn't that really debatable for people too?
The ending?
Yeah, don't people like either love it or hate it?
Yeah, it's well done. I think that's pretty. Most people could agree on that, like from like a general like quality standpoint, but like as of the events that happened, like yeah,
that's what I meant.
Oh yeah. So just so people have a clear understanding, can you give a little plot synopsis, just so maybe our listeners listening can decide whether or not they want to try this anime out for their first.
Okay, this guy, he finds a notebook and he sees the rules written in it. One of the main rules is that when you write someone's name in the death note, then they'll die within a certain amount of time. So he goes on and sees these guys like not attacking a girl, but kind of just harassing her. So he's like, ooh, okay, well, what if I just write their name? Like, what's the worst that could happen? They're bad anyways, even if it did happen. So he wrote their name, and it turns out it did work, and they did die. And then he decided to just rewrite the world of how he thought it should be. And yeah, it's basically like Dexter, just anime world.
Makes me kind of want to watch Dexter now.
Oh, Dexter's really good.
Dexter podcast, here we go. All right. Well, now that we know a little bit about me and you, we will meet back after a short little break, and we will talk about a interesting subject I have planned. What is your ideal gateway anime that you would recommend to newcomers?
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that in a moment.